Well, G. Policini Center is the scene here on the campus of RIT for your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. It is semifinal time in Class B bracket for high school hockey in a game between Brockport and Notre Dame of Batavia. I'm Matt Winthrop, joined alongside by VJ Stanley. Notre Dame won the first meeting between these two teams 4-3. That was back at the end of January, but nonetheless, VJ, it's semifinal time. These two teams know each other, and it should be another good matchup for us tonight.
Yeah, one of the things going on tonight is going to be the way Brockport's top line controls not only the offensive zone, but the neutral zone, and vice versa. How does Notre Dame defend that neutral zone? We call in hockey, if there's a huge gap in between their forwards and the defense, and Brockport can get wheeling and dealing, it's going to be a track meet for Brockport tonight.
Absolutely. Well, it's a great scene, and we'll have more coming up for you. This is your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports.
It's the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. Tonight's matchup is at RIT's Policini Center, where the Brockport Blue Devils are hosting Notre Dame of Batavia in the Class B semifinal. Starting for the Blue Devils, forwards, number 3, Andrew Harley, number 10, Peyton Young, and number 11, Mason Fadal. On defense, number 2, Ben Leach, number 23, Walden Grady, and number 1, Liam Schreiner in goal. Starting for the Fighting Irish, forwards, number 8, Ryan Webster, number 18, Ethan Hutchins, and number 19, Ryan Antonor. On defense, number 4, Jedediah Reese, number 6, Patrick Nowak, and number 31, Ethan Conrad in goal.
I'm joined now by head coach of Notre Dame of Batavia, and that's Mark Staley. Coach, already one victory in the playoffs, as now you face Brockport today. What did you take away from the game you guys had over the weekend?
Well, it was a battle for sure. Geneseo's a great team. They've got a great program. They've been very competitive the last couple of years. You know, we had a great game with them in the finals last year. You know, we knew it was going to be close. We were down early, and the kids battled back. I think what helped us is if we have a little deeper team than they do. You know, we run the third line, and you'll see the fourth line occasionally too. And I think they were really burning two lines, and they got tired. But you know, it was a good win for us, and we're excited to be here today and take a crack at the number 1 seed. So.
And you guys are battle tested too. I mean, having won last year, won it all. I mean, does that kind of help you guys, make it easier for you as well?
I think so. I mean, the kids played 4 games here last year. All the sectional games were here last year. And so they're used to the building. We wanted to get back here all year. I think what really changed in our season this year, though, was going up north. You know, we got our butts kicked by Messina, and we lost to St. Lawrence Central, who's the number 2 ranked Class B team in the state, with an empty netter goal. And I think that really opened our eyes that, you know, we can play, and we came back and were able to beat Brockport in Brockport. And then since then, we've kind of been on a roll. So I think that, you know, I'm anticipating a good game tonight, a very close game. You know, I know Coach Stahl, he's a great friend of mine, and he always puts a good, you know, disciplined team on the ice. So we're expecting a battle tonight.
Now, Brockport, it's no secret, they do have a rather high-powered offense. So what did you take away from the last game you guys played against them, and what can you use tonight against that offense they have?
It's 3, 6, 7, and 11. You know, those are the guys you got to watch. And they've scored 121 goals in 20 games, and those 4 players have almost 85 of them. So there's no secret here, you know, what we're going to try to do tonight. And I thought what we did successfully when we beat them in their building 4-3. I think it was the only game all year that Mason Fadali didn't have a point. And so, you know, at this point in the year, you know, the teams know their assignments, and nobody's going to sneak up on anybody. So, you know, I think it's, you know, if we can limit those top 4 guys, we're going to have a chance. And if we can't, you know, if those guys, you know, play well and go off tonight, it's going to be a tough road for us. So.
All right, thank you. Good luck, Coach.
All right, thanks, boss.
I'm joined now by Greg Stahl, head coach of Brockport Blue Devils. Coach, nice win for you guys over the weekend, 4-1 over Greece Athena Odyssey. What did you like about your team's play that game?
Well, I thought we played a good 45 minutes. You know, we hustled, we worked in our zone and theirs. I thought we just played a good overall game.
Now, the last time you guys played Notre Dame of Batavia, you lost that one 4-3. But what do you remember about that game, and what do you think you have to do differently in order to end up on the right side of the game today?
Well, I think we need to get up on our toes. I think that game, the first 2 periods, we were a little flat, and you know, we really didn't play the way that we know how to play, and they're a good team too. They play physical. Their style of play is really something that will be tough to go against. So I just think we need to up our game a little bit, be a little bit more physical ourselves, and get up on our toes and go get them.
Now, as far as your top scorers, Harley and Fidel, they're obviously going to key in on those guys. So
Right.
what's it going to take to kind of free up some space for them and make sure they get some more opportunities?
So we move the puck really well, and if they take Fidelity and they focus on him, it will probably be a long night for them with our other guys, because our other guys are real good players, and the way we have it set up right now for this game, without getting too much, I think we're set up to have success with our other lines.
All right, thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
The Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week will return after these messages. High school hockey on My 18 is brought to you in part by Ralph Honda, done right, Lattimore Physical Therapy, and Rick's Prime Rib.
Welcome back to your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Gene Policini Center is the scene in its semifinal action in Class B bracket, and a game between Brockport Blue Devils and the Notre Dame of Batavia Fighting Irish. We got Class B tonight and Class A tomorrow. Second game tonight is going to be Webster Thomas and Canandaigua, but nonetheless, we have a game right now, and what should be a good matchup between the one-seeded Brockport Blue Devils and the four-seed Notre Dame of Batavia. Top four seeds made it for Class B. And the face-off is already controlled by the Irish. Harley sent it back in, where it's taken away by Reese. Sent the boards, and Grady will slap it back in. Jedediah Reese, the freshman. Chip it up. Now here's Webster. Webster walks in. The shot gets blocked right in front of him by Leach. Antonor turns it over to Harley. Harley coming in, a shot. That one gets blocked, goes wide. And a rebound chance and a quick goal. They score! It's Mason Fidel as he got a fortuitous bounce, and Brockport, just 28 seconds in, is up 1-0.
Well, right there, what happened is the goalie, and again, you got fresh ice. The goalie came over to cut off that angle, but the play was made farther out here. And then when the puck banged off the wall, came directly out the other side, he couldn't get over fast enough to cover the weak side post, and we're up 1-0 here, just 28 seconds in.
Maybe if this were later in the period, VJ, Fidel might not have gotten that bounce, might have gotten caught up in some snow behind the net.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And by the way, man, I just want to point out, for one of the first times, they did the ice after warm-ups, and they normally don't do that.
Good point. So it's fresh ice. Blue Devils up 1-0. Here's Viscardi. Patrick Viscardi, one of 13 seniors on this Blue Devil team. A good lead pass up just too far to the reach of Rocco. Almost had that one. Sent past D'Alba. Now Keeler's in on the forecheck. Grady having some problems, but comes away with it.
He's so good with the puck in his feet.
Pass through the middle of the ice. It's Alec Rocco. Rocco gets around Hudson. Fires a shot. A save made by Ethan Conrad. The junior has seen quite some ice time this season for Notre Dame.
Watch Brockport coming through that neutral zone with speed. That's just trouble for whoever they play.
Absolutely. Face off to the left of Conrad. Top line back out there yet again for the Blue Devils. They do have last change.
When you're hot, keep them out, keep running them out there.
A race to the puck gets sent out of the zone by Chamberlain. And Messiak falls to the ice. Grimshaw in on the forecheck. And now it's Fidel. He led Section 5 this year with 61 points. It's 8 more than second place. This was actually his first year playing varsity hockey. Harley to Fidel. His shot just misses. And I don't think he got all of that, but he tried to go opposite side.
See how clean, though, they came in from the neutral zone. Notre Dame's defense is back too far.
And we got an icing call as we're only a minute 54 in to this one.
Rochester sports fans, you can now see this game along with some great programming on Rock Sports TV, our brand new digital TV channel here in Rochester. Enjoy some great local shows, specials, and game broadcasts along with regional hunting and fishing shows, cars and cooking shows.
There's a lot of stuff that you can watch there as golf, and then you also find us on the digital channel 46.5 7 days a week, and also rocksportsnetwork.com.
Yeah, the airs between 6 p.m. and midnight.
As the play is just inside the Notre Dame zone, retreating behind the net is Grant Hens. His pass, a good keeping by Rocco. Pass through the middle of the ice, just behind Viscardi. And now here's Hens. Pass over to Webster. His clearing attempt gets blocked by Leach, and Leach will send it down the ice. Icing call on the Blue Devils. Hey, we'd like to welcome our new sponsor, Lattimore Physical Therapy. At Lattimore, their physical therapists enjoy the work they do and bring a positive attitude to their patients' therapy experience. They want their patients' therapy to be something they look forward to each and every session. And if patients tell their friends and family about their success at Lattimore, they know they've done their job. That's LattimorePT.com. Quick face-off win, a redirected shot. It looks like it just missed. Good physical play behind the net, Volpe, and now Harley. Up to Peyton Young. It's the top line yet again for the Blue Devils. Fidel and Aiken.
Wide
Fidel,
open in front.
Harley's shot, he didn't get all of it. As VJ Brockport's had a couple good opportunities since the goal. They just get kind of fanned on the shots.
Well, they're getting real good play and penetration, and Notre Dame is now a little bit hesitant after that first goal, where they just got to attack that player who has the puck.
Aiken flips it up. Knocked down, and Notre Dame has to be careful as far as too many men. It was close. Martin.
See, this is what Brockport does so well here. Now he's going to come back up to the wing and then to the center. Look how easy they come out of there.
Harley does a good job of chipping it out so the Blue Devils can get a change. And this one's chipped in by Nowak. Nowak, one of a couple players on this Notre Dame team who have played or are still playing for the Rock City Royals, the NA3HL, a Tier 3 junior team out of Lakeshore. Puck chipped in by Cooper Johnson. Now it's Tacone. He has 3 Fighting Irish on him. Excuse me, 2. I had trouble counting for a minute. That's why I'm a broadcaster. Back come the Blue Devils. Chipped in, a big hit by Hens as he dumps Hani almost into the bench.
This line, Cooper Johnson, I mean, they're really wailing here, along with Tacone.
Hudson hits Tacone, and a big hit as Viscardi comes right off the bench and dumps his man. Tacone stumbles, but he does a good job of keeping it in, but he gets sent to the ice by Keeler. A physical game starting right now.
See how well they go D to D, Maddie, and then up to the forward. It's really impressive.
And a good job by Grady to just simple play where he just made sure he corralled that pass, didn't go through his legs. Over to Martin.
Yeah, he was out of the zone because of a line change.
Oh, Martin just got that pass through, and Notre Dame had to be careful there. That was close.
2 of them.
Mark Staley might not be happy about these close line changes. Kept in at the point. Rocco dusted off. Just loses this one. Now it comes back to the point. A wrist shot. Good block by Antonor. That one stings. He's going to go to the bench. Flip back in to late offsides call on the Blue Devils. We are 5 minutes in now. A good lead passing. A good job by Martin to block that one. Broken stick on the ice. Harley has to go off. You don't see those happen too often in high school hockey. Aiken knocks it down. He'll chip this one back in, and Schreiner will just leave it.
Nice save, though, on the bounce.
You have to be careful with those. It's the fresh ice. This puck might be skipping a little more.
Oh, and they're not always frozen. You know, ice frozen in those buckets.
Rocco, pass across. What a save by Conrad. Robbing Peyton Young. 9:26 left in the first period. We're going to take our first break. Action's picking up. This is your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Brockport, after a goal by Mason Fidel, just 28 seconds in, is up 1-0 from the Gene Policini Center over Notre Dame of Batavia. And a pass across in front, and fanning on that one was Doucette.
Went off Doucette's heel.
And another great feed by Doucette.
What a save. Oh, my gosh. Leg kick save. Maybe the toe of the skate, Maddie.
It's Viscardi searching for a goal. And that one takes a bounce out in front. And Grady does a good job of keeping this one in. Hudson now knocked out of the zone, or it's taken away by Doucette. Back in the Notre Dame zone. That pass flipped up into the middle of the ice, and Notre Dame tries to make a quick change on defense. Harley's open. They spot him. Harley
hit the ref.
I was going to say, it looked like he was trying to deflect it in, but I guess he'll take that too. Nowak to Clark. Leading point getter for this Notre Dame team in the regular season. Here's Cameron Clark. Loses control, however. Webster in to help out. Young in there, battling for the puck. Good keep in at the point, however, by Nowak. The Irish make a change. Flipped out of the zone. Now it's Peyton Young. Young walks in and his shot gets blocked. Harley tries to get the rebound. It bounced over his stick. And this one's going to go down the ice. Notre Dame's able to complete its change, and Brockport starts to get one as well.
Really like how Tyler Martin looks over his shoulder when he goes back for the puck. Allows a much easier breakout play. Smart heads-up play by that young man. Twice in a row he did that on that shift.
Nowak's pass is blocked, but eventually goes to Grimshaw. He'll flip it in, and then Schreiner, has to be careful. It looked like he tried to give the puck to Grady, but elected to hold. We were 7:34 left in this first period. Score 1-0 Brockport.
That's two bouncing pucks that have come in on him, and he's come out of the crease on both of them, butterflied, and actually let the puck hit him and then sucked it in to hold on for the save.
Hudson winds it up, and that hits a body in front and goes wide. It was a clean face-off win by the Irish and led to that chance.
And Brockport sends their strong side winger through the middle in that neutral zone to gain some speed and push Notre Dame's defense back. That it really allows them entrance to the zone.
Point shot goes wide off the stick of Martin. And an offsides call on the Blue Devils. 7:08 left in the first period. Shots 4-2 Brockport.
I want to thank everyone here at the Gene Policini Center. This is just a phenomenal rink for their help in making this broadcast possible. This is one of our favorite broadcast sections in Section 5, and the gang here is always very, very accommodating. Wish Wayne Wilson and Brian Hills and the team great luck in the playoffs.
This is a great scene for Section 5 hockey. You can tell the fans love it as well. It's a great scene for D1 hockey, too. That puck just stays in. Blue Devils have trouble settling it down. Now Webster, good back check by Fidel. He's doing it all, then he gets stood up.
Yeah, the puck got a little too far ahead of him, and he actually walked right into the check. The check just stayed there.
As the Irish made a change behind the play, and Fidel almost walked in. Now it's Harley. His pass gets blocked, taken away by Antonor. Chips it up to Chamberlain. His shot got blocked right in front, now goes behind the Blue Devil net. Chamberlain trying to dig it free. It's going to come back to Aiken at the point. Send it down low.
So he was a left shot at the right point, so he couldn't just blast it back at the net.
Lead pass is in. Harley skates.
He's still got control of it.
VJ, you and I think have watched him grow up.
Yes.
As far as high school hockey, because we've been doing Brockport games for some time now together, and he has just become a phenomenal player for this Blue Devil team.
He's so calm, and whether it's his hands, the skates, he just over and over again makes a great, simple play.
Leach almost turns it over, but then now the Blue Devils come back. Chipped in by Johnson. Hens is going to get there, however, for the Blue Devils. He gets hit to Cone. Pins his man up against the boards, and good job by Webster to dig it free. And now it's turned over to Johnson. Cooper Johnson's backhand shot is sent wide by Hens.
I love this line. They just bang nonstop. Puck comes to them just because they're banging. It's fantastic.
Here's Cameron Clark.
And the line changes Brockport makes are so good.
That puck comes out of the zone, now taken back by Volpe. A lead pass to Rocco. Rocco dodges a hit. And a good drop pass. A pass across, they score!
Gosh.
Patrick Viscardi, and it's 2-0 Brockport. With 5:02 left.
So he misses the check at the blue line, gets over, makes the first pass, and now as the winger comes, the goalie has to commit to him because Rocco's open in the middle. He slides it across. He's got no shot. That is just an incredible goal for college hockey. That was fantastic.
As we've seen what Brockport can do when they open play up, and that's certainly what they did there. And a good feed across. I believe that's Anthony Volpe with a cross-ice pass, and Viscardi easy tap in. Viscardi looking for more. His shot got blocked. Comes out to center ice. Viscardi gloves it down. And they call it a hand pass.
Doucette and Rocco with the assist, but that captain, number 7, Rocco, what a great, great play, the blue line.
And we're going to take a quick break. This is your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. Gene Policini Center is the scene in which your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Brockport with 2 goals in this first period to lead it 2-0 over Notre Dame of Batavia. Most recent coming off the stick of Patrick Viscardi, who has had a couple chances this game.
Here they go again, D to D and then far side wing.
Ben Leach's pass, and a bit of confusion by the Irish. Harley will send it in, goes wide now.
See that little move now? The guy hit him, he kicked it with his skates, got around him. Nobody really gets a good piece of this kid.
And nothing against him. He's not the biggest kid, but he's just kind of savvy out there, you know? The way he plays, it's very solid player. Comes out and Grimshaw fans on the clearing attempt. And Grady stands his man up at the blue line.
Great play. Got a piece of the puck and then a piece of the guy. That's textbook defense by Grady. I'm so impressed by how Brockport's playing right now.
Rocco chips it in. Nowak has to be careful as Rocco nearly steals the puck, but thankfully his defensive partner there is Aiken. He's there to help out.
What a motor Rocco has.
That's going to go down the ice. We have an icing call, 3:32 left. 3:31 left in the first. Hey, this first period brought to you by Lattimore Physical Therapies network of clinics. They currently offer 20 locations providing access to more than 50 certified physical therapists. They have experience treating most conditions and injuries, and in most cases are able to schedule their patient's first appointment within 1 week. They offer initial consultations within 24 hours for your convenience. That's LattimorePT.com. And a point shot goes wide. You know, on the most recent Brockport goal, they gave the assist to Doucette. I don't think he was actually on the ice. I thought that was Anthony Volpe who had the feed across it. It was clearly number 5 out there. I wonder if they might change that, because I don't think Doucette was out there.
Let me circle it. Good call, Matt. Let me circle that and listen to see if we get a change in the intermission.
Perhaps we will, because I remember watching out there, and I said, well, that's I don't see a 6, but it could have been me. I thought it was Volpe. Webster fans on his pass attempt as he had a man open down the ice. That was D'Alba.
But it's still 1-on-2. They're not coming through that zone with speed.
D'Alba will get it back to the point, kept in by Hudson. Good knockdown by Viscardi. Smart play over to Doucette. Doucette, his pass that went off the pad. I think that was an intentional shot off the pad, actually.
Excellent call, Matty. And I think Rocco, if he'd have slowed up a little bit, that thing would have come right to him. Great call, Matty.
Grady behind the net. Just over 2.5 left in this first period. Here's Harley. Winds it up. I believe Conrad got a piece. Nonetheless, that comes out of the zone. Here's Leach. Back to Grady. His pass through the middle of the ice, just out of the reach of Harley. This is going to go down for an icing call with 2:21 left to play in the first, and shot 6-2 in favor of Brockport.
That puck bounced over a stick, but they went D to D, and then that guy started coming through the neutral zone, and they had a 2-on-1 from the red line in if that pass is completed.
So the face-off back in the Brockport zone. Liam Schreiner has not seen too much action. Only had 2 pucks bounce towards him, and he elected to only cover one of them. Here's Grady. Pass gets blocked. It just comes out. Fidel over to Young. Young gets taken out of the play. Now Nowak. It turns it over, and it's settled down by Fidel. He threw the legs, and he scores! Mason Fidel steals the puck, does it all himself, buries it 5-hole. It's 3-0 Brockport.
A great goal in the backhand. Pull the goalie out, open the legs up, but the play was made as Notre Dame tried to get the puck out. It bounced off and hit another player, and as it came back out of the middle, and I'll tell you what, you give Mason Fidel the puck there, you're in big trouble most of the time.
And this line still stays out there. Yeah, Fidel, 2 goals this game coming into tonight. A quick shot, gloved down by Schreiner. You know, coming into tonight, Fidel had a goal and an assist in the 4-1 win Saturday over Greece Athena Odyssey. So he's picking up where he left off after the regular season in these 2 games, or well, not completely 2 games, but the games so far.
That line is just so unselfish. The Brockport team is unselfish, but it's just so impressive how they move the puck, and they create their own bounces, Matty.
Puck in the near corner. As the Irish try the cycle.
Pressure does a lot of things
Absolutely.
in sports.
Absolutely. Here's Viscardi. A good lead pass to the middle of the ice, just bounced over the stick of Rocca, however. Good attempt, but an icing on the Blue Devils with a minute 33 left in the first.
Now, look, if I'm Notre Dame, right now, we want to get through this period. If we got a face-off down here, we want to get a quick shot on, but we want to get some pressure. Exactly what Brockport is doing, Notre Dame wants to be doing. Get the pressure, get the turnovers in the zone, and get the shots on net.
Well, there's a clean face-off win, and Hudson's shot gets blocked by Martin and Viscardi. As Viscardi tries to chip that one up to Tyler Martin.
He didn't get it off quick enough from the blue line. You don't want to get those shots blocked when you're down 3-0.
Here's Ryan Webster with some speed. Webster fires that one just wide. As I think Volpe did a good job of cutting off part of that angle, and Webster, I think, had to shoot there just to get something off.
And when it went under Schreiner's glove, too, if he got it just another inch or so.
Yep. He definitely beat the goalie. Minute left in the first. Here's Cameron Clark. And a good hit by Doucette, just enough to jar the puck loose. Here's Clark. Through the middle of the ice to Webster, off his skate. And into the near corner. I thought it was a stick, but it was a skate. Here's Young. Lead pass.
See what Harley did there? He
Yep.
did a 180.
And he still has the puck on his knees.
And he created the turnover.
Yep, and Harley gets down in front. And maybe if it wasn't a lefty, it might have been easier for him to get the shot off because he had to turn around. And now it's Fidel. With speed, Fidel puts a move on. That backhander goes high.
Great backhand. He was going top shelf, far side.
Oh boy, this line is having its way right now. Young's pass out in front. I believe that might have been blocked by Grimshaw.
That was a great play by Grimshaw right there.
Fidel, his pass
Another
gets
play.
blocked again. Grimshaw has had a couple good defensive plays.
Whoa.
And wow, Brockport looking for more at the end of one. But that'll do it. It's 3-0 Brockport over Notre Dame of Batavia after one shot, 7-3 in favor of the home team here, the Blue Devils. And we'll be back with more from the Gene Paulsini Center. This is your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports.
High school hockey on My 18 is brought to you in part by Locker Room Sports, Zweigels, and the Rochester Americans.
Welcome back to your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. It is semifinal time from Gene Paulsini Center. When you know we're here, it's time for semifinals with Class B through 1. However, this game has been an all Brockport, 3-0 over Notre Dame of Batavia. Shots 7-3 in favor of the Blue Devils. Here's Harley. Send it back in and taken away by Conrad. He'll leave it for the defense. Sent around now Clark. Clark dodges a hit by Harley. I think he still
Not
caught
completely.
him. Still
Yep.
caught him for the most part. Here's Fidel. Fidel's shot. Oh, he tried to feed Harley. A good attempt, nonetheless.
That was a great play right there by Doney.
Down the ice. Now taken back by Martin for the Blue Devils. His lead pass to Rocco.
The motor man.
Rocco coming in, fires a shot, and the save by Conrad is VJ. He had some space. It looked like the Irish were kind of backing off there, and Rocco took advantage of it.
Yeah, they're not holding the blue line. We were talking about it in between period with the camera guy. He said, guys have done a great job. Thank you so much for everything you do all year. But if you get that defenseman back that far and they're flat-footed, then you just use them as a screen and rip it.
Webster's lead pass, good block by Rocco. Schreiner sent it to the near corner. Chipped up to Doucette, kept it at the point. That one gets sent wide by Hudson. Behind the net, the pass out in front. Oh, and Webster couldn't get all of it. Being a right-handed shot, it was tough for him to do so there. Doucette, cross ice, no icing.
Yeah, but a sweet pass by Volpe to get him out of the zone and make him go, we say it, make him go 200 feet.
Grady comes off the bench, sends it wide. Good play by Doucette to just chip it past a couple players. However, he just turns it over. Sent down the ice by the Irish, and we have an icing call.
Well, he faked the shot, and then he faked the play, and then he made it behind the back pass, and nobody was home.
I know. Hey, thanks to Phil and the gang at Rick's Prime Rib House for their ongoing support of Section 5 hockey and youth sports in Rochester, as this period is brought to you by Rick's Prime Rib House in Buffalo Road and Gates.
I love Rick's Prime Rib.
Ben Leach with a shot from the point. Save by Conrad. And now Irish having a little trouble getting the puck out of the zone.
Did you see Harley bang his stick on the ice when he didn't get the guy? He tried to chip it twice.
Here's Harley. Chipped in. Conrad leaves it. Taken away by Hens. And just comes out of the zone. Hutchins. That's Maxwell Hutchins. Will leave it. And nobody there, so Harley takes it over and gets it up to Young. His pass intercepted by Reese. His clearing attempt hits Grady. Now Harley, he tries the lead pass. They're going to call it icing. And if this were, you know, probably pros or college, it would not be an icing due to Fidel being the first one there. But nonetheless, that faceoff is coming back in the Brockport zone. We're just about 2.5 minutes into the second.
Be sure to check out RockSportsNetwork.com, where you'll be able to watch tonight's game and all of our games this season on demand 24/7 on your desktop, smartphone, or mobile device. Make sure to follow Rock Sports Network online at RockSportNetwork.com, on TV, channel 46.5, or social media.
Shot from the point, saved by Schreiner off the stick of Nowak, who actually plays forward for his junior team, the Rock City Royals, but he's on defense for the Notre Dame. A big hit as Tacone, and VJ, you've said this line has been very physical, and I think Tacone's going to the box, but for what, VJ? Are we getting...
I want to see the call, but
are we getting an interference call, maybe?
Roughing.
I thought that was just two guys going for the puck.
First penalty of the game. You and I have had this conversation, Maddie, many times. Always they're going to err on the side of safety, and I'm not even saying it was an error call, but boy, if you're looking to stop those guys, not so much from behind or getting hit into the boards, away from the boards, then that you got to make that call all the time.
That puck comes down, and not sure what Clark was doing as he gave Viscardi time to get in on the forecheck and almost steal the puck.
First power play of the game for either team.
Ethan Hutchins' pass intercepted by Grady. Chipped back in by Rocco.
Now see, Notre Dame has two forwards out at the opposing blue line, so it's really a 2-on-2 or 2-on-3 coming through there.
Clark loses it to Rocco. Blue Devils have had 4 shorthanded goals this season, 2 by Fidel and Harley.
Nice poke check.
There's Viscardi. It looked like D'Alba just tried the touch pass, but good eye VJ's was it poked off his stick by Viscardi. And chipped back down by the Blue Devils. Conrad up to Webster in the near half boards. He'll send it back around. Nobody home, so Harley will take it over. Harley pass out in front, and I believe it might have been blocked, but a good look. That's the best look we've seen on this power play chance for either team. That pass just kept in.
Too fast in front of the net, but oh my gosh. Oh, nice indirect by Harley.
Clark lets Fidel get the puck. Hens is in there to take it away. The penalty is up. Out of the box is Tacone. Hens is coming in with the puck. Dropped it, and Harley just dumps his man, sending Masiak to the ice. Now Fidel.
Oh, nice play, and an indirect 2-on-1 if they hustle.
Here's Johnson, cross ice feed. Good breakup, however, by the back-checking Bradley Masiak.
Great play by Messia, and he's going to come down with the puck too.
Masiak walks in, fires that one. Looks like it just missed far side.
He might have got his shoulder on that a little bit. It went right over that top corner.
He'll get it back. Turns it over to Leach, however. 10 minutes left in the second. Rocco chips the puck past Reese and almost gloves that. Clearing attempt down.
And he gets it back.
Look at the battle of Alec Rocco. Already has a good assist today. It pretty much started the second goal for the Blue Devils. That puck lays there. Hutchins will chip it in just a little further, or it's taken away by the junior defenseman, Ben Leach. And oh boy, have to be careful. Oh, that goes right to the camera, man. 9:37 left in the second. And we'll be back. This is your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to Gene Policini Center and your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports. A point shot by Nowak is blocked down by Viscardi. It's still 3-0 Brockport. As we have about 9.5 left in the second period. And the puck comes out. Leach will send it back in. Conrad leaves it for his defenseman, Cole Hudson. Hudson's pass. Clark has to be careful. Good keeping by Viscardi to avoid the offsides.
As Notre Dame brings both their forwards out to the far blue line, it's basically 3-on-3 in their own zone.
Leach keeps it at the point, and Conrad just gets a piece. I don't even know if he saw part of that one. As here they try a lead pass, get up to Dialba, but a good job on the back check by Grady.
They don't have any speed, though, there at the blue line. They're just standing still to try and get that home run pass.
As Grady gets knocked down, now Clark gets the pass back. Good job by Leach to knock it off of his stick. Here's Walden Grady, the defenseman, leading the rush. He'll go to the far side. That tip attempt, they score! Grady passes it out in front, and it's Kobe Doucette redirecting that one past Conrad. 4-0 Brockport.
And that kind of goal comes from a bunch of practice with team. And that's just another fantastic Brockport goal. But you want to give Greg Stahl some credit on there. That is just a tremendous goal with the tip, the puck movement, and the flow that they have.
And it all started with Walden Grady, the defenseman, coming out of his own zone and basically starting to play. The Brockport blue line has been very mobile this game.
Well, they're attacking. They're coming as a unit. You know, where you see Notre Dame is separate. Here it is again, 3 guys. 2-on-2.
Grimshaw. Shot gets blocked right in front of him by Volpe. Antonor.
It was a nice check by Antonor on the forecheck. Great use of his shoulder.
Comes back to Reese at the point. Webster will send it down low to Antonor. Try to pass that one in front. I think Webster got a piece of that one, but just sends it high.
Great pass by Antonor. That's a fantastic shift by Antonor.
Oh, and they had to be careful as Fidel was almost sprung free, stealing the puck.
He's not done yet.
That puck is just barely kept in by Hens, hardly lost sight of it. And it's going to come out of the zone to Webster. To Reese now, the freshman.
There we go.
Jedediah Reese's shot gets blocked by Volpe. Volpe, I've lost count, but I think he's had maybe 3 or 4 blocked shots this game. Reese, a good stick check on him by Fidel. As he just whizzes into the Notre Dame zone, and they'll try and stuff that one home short side, and Conrad gets the save. 7:11 left in the second period.
What a great play, though. He was right-handed shot coming on the left wing. It looked like he was going to go backhand, and at the last second, he brought it back to his forehand and tried to jam it through. That is phenomenal.
Face-off won by the Fighting Irish. Is Mason Fidel, and again, this is his first year playing varsity hockey. He's actually played juniors. I believe he played for, I think, the Buffalo Junior Sabres, actually. But he's here, wanted to win a sectional title. And that pass in front, it gets blocked by Nowak, and they lost sight of it for a little bit.
And you know how I feel about that. There's so many in the hallway. There's so many experiences in high school playing high school sports. By the way, if you're good enough as a college coach, we'll find you.
Hudson's shot and a save by Schreiner.
Best save of the night.
Absolutely. As it looked, that one bounced up high, and he had to be careful on that rebound,
hit off his mask, too, but he was set so fundamentally sound with his shoulders squared.
Nowak's pass attempt up to Dialba. He'll just chip this one in where Leach will send it over to Grady. And again, we've seen this quite a bit, VJ. They're so comfortable going D to D, and they're getting the puck out of the zone. That pass attempt, or excuse me, a shot attempt for the point, saved by Conrad with 6:14 remaining in this second period.
And what happens when you go to D like that, even if you do it a third time, you allow the whole forwards to start to come and move and get space in between the defense because they push the defense back, and then bang, you get 3 guys coming through the neutral zone.
Back comes Keeler. Chips it in. He'll try and get behind Volpe, and he does. However, Keeler loses control. Martin will get it up to Donnie.
And they're dumping the puck in almost all the time here, where you see Brockport is doing controlled possession. What's the new thing in the NHL, the Corsi?
Yep.
These guys are coming in with waves and not always dumping the puck in.
Tacone tries to get around Hens. He cannot. Now it's Clark. Up to Dialba. He'll walk in, fires a slap shot. Easy glove save by Liam Schreiner. 5:35 left in the second period.
So what's happening there now is they came over with some speed, got the shot off, and were able to, you know, even though it was a glove save, if they get the puck down a little lower, create a rebound, and now you could get some forechecking in.
Harley in on the face-off with Webster, and is won by Harley. Comes around to Peyton Young. Chip this one out just out of the reach of Harley.
He
Flipped down the
dove with
zone.
his glove
Yep.
on his knees, and he was going to keep his space.
And a good attempt by Antinor, beating his man to the puck.
But he anticipated he was going to be able to get up and play with the puck.
That pass
Right
across.
there. Great
And a good pass
pass.
attempt, and now Webster couldn't stuff it home, but a good job by Hutchins to just a touch pass. The point shot goes high.
Now
Coming
they're
off
moving.
of the stick of Hens. Reese gets hit by Young. That pass, just out of the reach of Webster, kept in by Hens.
Oh, he tried to create some space. It was a
had to
good
be
play.
Careful. Good job by Walden Grady, the defenseman, all the way at the point. And a big hit. A reverse hit is Fidel trying to hit Reese, and Reese just laid him out. But Fidel gets the puck back, tries to stuff that one in. Conrad got a pad on that one, and it comes right out in front, and it's set wide by Young. Wow, that was close.
I think Reese got a piece of that, but what a play into Fideli from Young.
And they have to be careful. Bad line change. Here's Rocco, and a good job on the back check by Chamberlain.
It is more difficult in the second period when you're at the far end.
Absolutely. Here's Cameron Clark. A toe drag wrist shot, fires that one high. That's the best look he's gotten all game. This one's going to go down for an icing call. 4:05 left in the second. Action yet again picking up this year. Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. For nothing, Brockport in your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week. Only on My 18 Sports. Its lead is 4 over Notre Dame of Batavia.
This isn't just announcer speak. They're playing well enough now. They get 1 goal now before the period ends with some pressure, and they get 1 to start the third period. They're right back in this.
Here's Rocco.
Conversely, Brockport scores 1 more goal. Uh-oh.
I think so. Over to Martin. That pass, just quite a bit of a saucer pass, but gloved down by Rocco. He'll go off for a change. That misfire pass to Totten is intercepted by Volpe. Up to Hudson. Oh, he tried to hit Antinor. He'll chip it in. Irish are going to have to get a quick change in. Volpe with the puck to Tacone. Webster is in on the forecheck. Good job by Johnson to get it out. And now here's Drexel. Drexel with a shot right into the breadbasket of Conrad, and he will hold. Hey, just want to say the second period brought to you by Rick's Prime Rib House. For the biggest mouth-watering prime rib in Rochester, visit Rick's Prime Rib House, Buffalo Road and Gates for your next family gathering.
I took Katie there. I had the 44. We got 3 meals out of it. And every meal was fantastic.
Sounds worth it. Face-off win, and a shot gets blocked. I believe that is friendly fire. Peyton Young, I think, unfortunately blocked that shot by Fidel. Now it's Webster, one-on-one with Leach. Webster going in, tries to stuff that one in, and Leach
Penalty.
is going to go to the box. Good job by Webster. You know, couldn't get the goal, but he'll draw a penalty. Nothing really happened for the first power play attempt for the Fighting Irish, so we'll see what happens the second
Brockport
time
had a
around.
good chance on
They
the first
did.
one.
They had a good short-handed opportunity.
That play happened there, though, because the puck bounced off of Grady in a bad way, and then they were able to recoup it and come in. But this is what Notre Dame has to do. Get on them, get on them, get on them, and keep firing away. A lot of things can happen after you get the first goal.
If you get a quick one here and still have time left in this period to maybe add another, it does a lot for the confidence boost.
Nice shot on goal off the face-off.
And good keeping at the point by Tialba. His drop pass almost intercepted. Have to be careful. Hutchins down low to Antonor. Grady is there to make a hit. It's going to come over to almost right in front of us to Webster. That point shot gets blocked. They're going to try again. Another point shot. Oh, and Tialba just chips that one wide. He tried to backhand it off the goaltender and in, but Grady is there to chip that one into the far side. Eventually it comes out of the zone.
Boy, that puck just went over Viscardi's stick on the D-to-D.
Here's Martin. Sent around. Good job of getting out of the zone by Viscardi. 2 minutes left. And again, not sure if that might have been the best line change to make at the time for the Irish. It's going to go down to Conrad. 30 seconds left in this power play. Clark. Good job by Donnie and Tacone on the penalty kill. That pass is out of the reach. And it will be an icing call. Again, the second period brought to you by Rick's Prime Rib House. And if you're looking for the biggest, juiciest prime rib in Rochester, give Rick's Prime Rib House a try. A great family atmosphere and great service adds to your dining experience. That's Rick's Prime Rib House, Buffalo Road in Gates.
Notre Dame, now there's only 19 seconds left in this penalty, but they had their chances, and I really like they went to the diamond on the power play and cranking the puck, and they just missed the tip in there.
Have to be careful. Hudson slaps this one out. And Messick will tie up Rocco for the time being, and 5 seconds left until Leach is out of the box. And it looks like he'll probably just jump right back into play. Nowak's shot goes high. And exactly what I expected. Leach comes right into play. Here's Fidel. He has Leach going to the net. Fidel winds up in a glove save by Conrad with 1:10 left.
Yeah, he went short side in that. A lot of time when the right-hand shot comes down, they'll try and go far side low. But he went short side and an excellent glove save. They've had their shots. They had a little problem in that power play where the defenseman got out of the zone. When you're down 4 goals, boy, you're trying to keep that puck in no matter what. And if it gets out, and they get a breakaway. But right now, they need a goal before the period ends, and they only got 70 seconds.
All this great action. We forgot to mention the referees for today's game are Paul Sheeb and Todd Plouffe. They've only had to make 2 calls. Grady's pass. Hudson is luckily there to block that one from into Harley. 1 minute to play in this period. Comes over to Leach. They'll send it into the far corner. Hudson will get there for the Irish. His pass intercepted by Young. And he tried a saucer pass to Leach, but it's blocked. Here's Harley to Young again.
Harley was backing up the defenseman, cutting in the slot, and the puck came right to him.
Leach. Far side to Rocco. To Fidel. He gets taken out of play. Good job by Hutchins. Webster chips it past Grady. Good job, however, by Leach and Rocco to close off their man to get to the puck. And a backhander put on 10. And now Webster tried to pass that one out in front. It's blocked. Back to the... It looked like it was actually back to the middle of the ice. Now it's Young.
Great positioning by Young to get that puck. There was a little fire drill going on there.
And a good pass attempt as Young tried a backhand no-look shot. It got blocked right in front, but prior to that, a good defensive play by Patrick Nowak on Mason Fidel to stop him for the time being. That's it through 2 periods. Brockport only gets 1 in that period. It's 4-0 in favor of the Blue Devils over the Notre Dame of Batavia Fighting Irish. Through 2, according to the scoreboard, shots 15-14 in favor of Brockport. And we'll be back with 3rd period action coming up after this. It's Section 5 semifinals Class B from Gene Policini Center on RIT campus. The Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week, only on My 18 Sports.
High School Hockey on My 18 is brought to you in part by Bill Gray's, College Assistance Plus, and D-Train Media.
3rd period action is just about underway from the Gene Policini Center. Your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week only on My 18 Sports. Semifinal action in Class B bracket for the high school hockey, and Brockport is up 4-0 through 2 periods over Notre Dame Batavia. A quick shot right off the hop by Cameron Clark, and it has to be stopped by Liam Schreiner. Back comes Harley, however. Gets around Hens. Pass out in front, and Fidel was kind of didn't have much room to deal with, but he still got a shot off. Another quick shot by Young, and a pad save, and a good move by Clark to put the puck through Young's legs, and back comes Cameron Clark. He'll go in, fires a shot, a blocker save by Schreiner. Is starting to get tested. We're just about 50 seconds in. This was chipped out, and Grant Hens will take control. That pass intercepted by Rocco. Alec Rocco walking in, fires a shot, and a save made by Conrad. As a bad turnover led to that chance for the Blue Devils.
That's 2 real good saves by Conrad. We're 1 minute and 2 seconds into this period. Rocco just keeps going and going and going.
The Energizer Bunny?
Yep.
I see where you're going, but yeah, he's been all over the place today, and he makes a great play, and it leads to the puck being kept in by Viscardi.
I love this line.
Duchette with a shot up high on Conrad. He'll make a save. As we're starting to see Brockport roll easily 3 lines, Viscardi knocks it down. Doucette, a pass across, and Rocco just misses it. And off of Doucette's skate, and this one is even slapped out of the zone by Antonor. Here's Patrick Nowak. His pass intercepted by Viscardi. Viscardi with a shot, and it was deflected off a Hudson stick, and Conrad still had to make a save.
Good positioning by Conrad there. He's had a phenomenal minute, almost 2 minutes. This thing could be 6-zip.
I question it could be more than that through the first 2 periods. Conrad has
no,
had
I mean
to make,
just now starting this period.
I know what you meant, but I think we could see Conrad has had to make a few good saves. This comes around to Patrick Nowak's side of the ice. He'll bank it off the boards to D'Alba. And that pass tried to go through the middle of the ice to Keeler, but he just fanned on that one. Now Leach. This comes around to Cameron Donnie. Kept in by Clark, and this one's going to just come out and go over to Jedediah Reese. He'll dodge to Cone. Reese. Turn this one over. But kept in it almost for the time being. Now D'Alba. It's taken down, and back come the Blue Devils. Grady dodges a hit by Clark, dodges a hit by Hens. This is Walden Grady, the defenseman. He'll go all the way back to the point and send it down low. I think he was waiting for Tacone to go there, but...
Right, he wanted Tacone down low because he saw Tacone was being covered. It was really heads-up play the whole time.
Volpe. He'll chip this one back in.
Make him go 200 feet.
Harley gets there first. Bench banks it off the back of the net. Clark.
He tried to saucer pass it over the net to land on Fidel's stick.
Here's Clark. And they tried one too many moves. Pass comes across to Harley. He scores! Andrew Harley makes it 5-0 off a beautiful feed from Mason Fidel. Brockport extends its lead with 11:40 left in the third.
Tremendous unselfish play, tremendous pass, but the way they got to that point of it to get over there was so impressive. And then the quick pass, and then Harley, it's just so impressive. He's so calm, that left-handed shot, and he just goes back literally the other way. And listen, it was a great goal, but he makes it look so easy.
All right, and the thing is like he didn't have to settle it down or anything. It's just as soon as it's on his tape, it's off it, and it's in the back of the net on that goal. But this line has just been spectacular, and Cameron Clark must feel sick to his stomach for turning that one over. I think he tried one too many moves now.
I've tripped over the blue line like Rocco did a bunch of times.
That one flipped high, coming off the stick of Carney. And now kept in by the Irish. Here's Totten. Poked off of his stick by Rocco. Viscardi chipped in, and now Hudson takes it away. He'll send it down the ice. And this is going to go for an icing call with 11:02 left in the third period. Hey, want to say real quick, third period brought to you by Locker Room Sports. They've been outfitting beginners to pros playing hockey, soccer, and lacrosse since 1977, including Ryan Callahan of the Tampa Bay Lightning and Brian Gianta of the Buffalo Sabres and their families.
Be sure to follow Brockport Network on Twitter and Facebook, where you can find some great local and regional sports news and entertainment, including live game broadcasts, Matt and Matt on Ice, Hockey Show, Bill's Famous Show, Fanatic Show, and much more. Make sure to follow Brockport Network online and TV, Rochester Digital Channel 46.5.
That pass comes across, and Tacone with a backhand shot. Didn't get all of it, but good job to settle the puck down. As they got Drexel on this line now, I think instead of Cameron Donnie.
I think Nowak got a piece of that.
As it's turned over by Masiak, and oh, that was almost knocked into the net by, that's Grimshaw. Grimshaw has had an active stick today. Had a couple of good defensive plays, almost knocked that one in. That pass comes out in front, a backhand attempt, put on net, and it kept it at a point. Aiken with a shot, redirection off the stick of Chamberlain, and it might have hit another body in front before Schreiner. I think he got a piece of it with his glove.
Absolutely he did. His positioning is excellent. He has quietly had, I mean, he stopped 17 shots, but he has quietly had 5 really good saves. Those
Absolutely.
2 bounce ones were tough, man.
Grady, again, the defenseman brings it in, and Harley just barely couldn't keep this one in. Comes back to Martin.
Look, they change where they keep control of the puck.
Instead of dumping it in, they keep control. A pass across, and Harley almost got a second. Great feed by Fidel, and he hits his man just for good measure. Now Austin King on the ice. He'll control it, sends it to Harley. Conrad just sweeps it into the far corner.
He knew exactly what he was doing with that pass. He knew Fidel was right behind him, and he tried to softly deflect it to him because he knew if he did it hard, he was so close he wouldn't be able to get it.
Fidel takes out Nowak. A couple players falling down. This one comes out of the zone. And a good job by Martin. And again, a pretty bad time for a line change by the Irish. Now it's Viscardi. He'll retreat behind his own net. Has some time. His lead pass up to Doucette goes too far. Hens will chip it back. And Rocco sends it right back into the Irish zone.
Well, Doucette was coming out of the zone. If he'd have got that quick, they had a nice break coming in there.
Trifthauser turns this one over. Reese will send it over the far side where Leach takes over for the Blue Devils. Down low to Rocco, to Doucette. His shot just goes wide. Good setup and good job by Doucette to find the soft spot in the defensive coverage.
Short side, he just missed.
Now, and Leach blocks this pass. Now Webster chipped in. Ben Leach will get there first. One of 5 juniors on this senior-heavy Brockport team. Here's Walden Grady. Viscardi having a little problems with it, but it's sent over to the far side where it's taken back by the Blue Devils. And here's Doucette. His pass gets blocked right in front of him, and Conrad will send that in behind his own net. Hens, a big hit is Harley. Got the wrong end of that one. And now tumbling to the ice
Great
is
play
Carney.
by Young.
Yep. And Carney tried to handle that one too much. He'll go off for a change. Now Andrew Harley. He'll go wide. Harley will cut to the middle of the ice, and another chance by Young is blocked. That shot gets deflected, I believe, off of Antonor's stick. A little friendly fire there.
Great pad save.
That pass comes to Fidel. One-on-one with Reese. Fidel goes to the outside, tries a backhand attempt. Young with a chance, and a save made by Conrad. Race to the puck, D'Alba. Volpe's the only one back. And a great play by Anthony Volpe to take the body on that's Dylan D'Alba. Great play. And I thought that one was still in. As I guess Ben Gramlich thought he held the line, might not have. That's going to go down for an icing call. 6:48 left in the third period. We're going to take a break. This year, Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. It's 5-0 Brockport as we have about 6.5 left in the third period. Brockport over Notre Dame of Batavia right now. The 1-seeded Blue Devils and the 4-seeded Notre Dame in the second game is actually the 2 and 3 seed Canandaigua against Webster Thomas. So we'll see, it's still time left, but it looks like at this rate it will be Brockport facing the winner of Canandaigua and Webster Thomas, which will be Monday back here at Gene Policini Center.
Classy move by the Notre Dame coach, putting in the second string goalie to give him some time here in a semifinal game. But Brockport scored with 28 seconds into the period, Matt. In that first period, they got 2 more, one at 5:02, and then with only 2:03 remaining, got 1 in the second period and 1 here in the third.
Mitchell Pangrazio in the net now. Our third period brought to you by Locker Room Sports with 2 locations to serve your equipment needs. Ridge Road West in Greece and the Bill Gray's Regional Iceplex. And we're going to take another break. We'll be back with more of your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to Gene Policini Center. It is the Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week only on My 18 Sports. And a quick face-off win by the Fighting Irish. And they're trying to set it up again. Aiken at the point. Shot gets redirected. A rebound chance. It's going to come back to Aiken. He'll keep it in. And again, Mitchell Pangrazio is in the net for the Notre Dame of Batavia Fighting Irish as they elect to take out starter Ethan Conrad. And you said, VJ, classy move by Mark Saley to give his backup goalie, actually pretty much a third-string goalie, a chance in playing in the semifinal game.
And you're at RIT at the Policini Center.
Absolutely.
I mean, everybody likes the big house, the War Memorial. I'm sorry, I keep calling it that, Blue Cross Arena. But this is big-time arena.
Rocco will send this one inward. Clark takes it back for the Irish. His lead pass, a fortunate bounce to Hutchins. And they'll try toe dragging an easy play by Walden Grady just to swat that one away. Patrick Nowak to Zach Aiken. That one is banked off the boards and out. Now it's Austin King to Cameron Donnie, is sent out of the zone by the Irish. Grady walks in, he'll fire a high slap shot on Pangrazio, doesn't miss by much. Now Clark knocks down Drexel. Nowak comes away with it for the Irish. Nowak dodges Donnie, well, most of it. Drexel hits his man.
And he did it perfectly where he just kind of spun his hips into him so now get the boarding.
And now it's Clark. He'll enter the zone. Clark loses this one. And a pass out in front. And they'll try and jam it home. And his action picking up around Schreiner. And I believe that was Keeler still in the crease. It's going to go down for an icing call. 4:35 left in the third period, which is brought to you by Locker Room Sports. Stopping to see Graham and the gang. The special attention you deserve. They know the game. They know the fit.
And right there, as you get down to this point in the game, you're absolutely 100% looking for that shutout for your goalie.
Yep.
So even though you're up by 5 goals, it could get really intense in front of the net.
Liam Schreiner has had 2 shutouts on the year. This looks like Pangrazio is having an issue with the net guard. We will say this. Again, it looks like at this rate, with a 5-0 lead with 4.5 to play, roughly, it will be a Brockport advancing to the Class B championship, where they will face the winner of Canandaigua and Webster Thomas. They swept the season series with Canandaigua this year, however, split with Thomas. So we'll see what can happen. We got 4:35 left in this third period, and with this stoppage of play, we're going to take a break. It's your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. Welcome back to Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports, with Brockport up 5-0 with 4.5 left in the third over Notre Dame of Batavia. Harley coming in. A good drop pass to Fidel, and it's blocked.
Now the Notre Dame goaltender was going to have to come out because his net guard wasn't.
And we'll say real quick, Dialba, that pass across is blocked by Skakwe. And Hudson keeps it in the point. Go ahead, VJ.
And so he was going to come out. They were going to switch goalies. And Rademacher, am I getting that right?
It looks like it, yeah.
Took it off and gave it to him. What a really class. You could see how dejected he was to come out of the game. I mean, he had just gotten in. And now for have someone on his team down 5-0 to be that thoughtful. That is just so impressive to me. And Pangrazio now gets to stay in and play the last 3.5 minutes. That's excellent.
Young behind the net. Pass out in front. Harley takes a tumble. Fidel tries to backhand that one while on the ice. That pass intercepted by Martin. He'll circle back. Blue Devils going to complete a change, as will Notre Dame. Doucette to Viscardi. Reese tried to send him in the next week. And Doucette hit by Hudson. Viscardi send it back into Doucette's corner on the far side. Chipped up to Ethan Hutchins. His pass attempt gets blocked, and he'll bank this one up, and Rocco gloves it down. Rocco flipped this one up and out.
Doucette between the legs to try and dump it in. They just keep doing small little things that over time create so much offense and pressure.
Exactly, and the thing is this game is pretty much over with about 2.5 left, and they're still doing these things, so it goes to show you just how well coached they are by Greg Stahl.
And I still think Harley tried to get...
Here's Viscardi with a couple moves, couldn't get around Reese's. He was trying for a highlight reel goal.
And I still think Harley was trying to get Fidel that hat trick on purpose.
So. Honestly, I think that's the kind of player Andrew Harley is. 25 goals, 27 assists in the regular season. Good for 52 points. That's third in Section 5. Big hit on the far side as Rocco dumps his man. And another big hit. This has been a physical game at time. 2 minutes left in this one.
Viscardi got hit, but he actually ended up being the guy giving the hit.
Yeah. Reese in the far corner. They'll lose it to Cooper Johnson. Down to Tacone. Tacone, good saucer pass out in front. Johnson couldn't get a handle on that one, and we have a high sticking call coming up, and I believe this will be Jedediah Reese going to the box with 1:48 left to play in this one. So Brockport, hard to believe, gets its first power play of the game with just 1:48 left.
Only the third penalty of the contest. A total of 43 shots on goal for the game between the two teams. 5-0 Brockport.
At this rate, the defending champs from last year, Notre Dame of Batavia, will be out. They've won it 3 times in 1996, 2012, and then 2016, obviously last year. Brockport has won sectionals 3 times, once in Class B in 2015, then twice in Class A in 2002 and in 2003. I think we're seeing some different players come on the ice here. Greg Stahl extending the bench. This one just comes out of the zone. DeFilippo will give chase.
Love to see that by the coaches. More kids play, the better. Inter-team competition. When Fidel won the player of the game last time we were there, he was talking about it helps the next day at practice.
Absolutely.
Nobody gets better sitting on the bench. Both these coaches have played a lot of kids.
Sent back in by Hudson.
Well done, gentlemen.
As now behind the net, Nick DeFilippo. Up to Andrew Harley. He's still on the ice. I think he just wants to play. Harley will drop that pass, and a shot saved by Pangrazio, and it comes across, and they score again. It's Austin King, who was parked right in front, and King buries that one to make it 6-0. That's only his second goal of the year, but just a little over a minute left in this one.
Being on the power play, really, really good. And, interesting observation. Fidel could have had going for his hat trick, but he wasn't out there on the power play. They're up 5-0. I got to believe, once again, Greg Stahl showing some real class, trying to get more kids on the ice to play. Very, very impressive.
Absolutely. And again, I think Harley elected to just pass the puck out in front. Again, Andrew Harley has a fantastic release. He could shoot the puck all day, but he's trying to get his teammates involved, and that's what he did. Webster fires a short side shot. We're under a minute left in this one.
And Austin King will remember that power play goal for a long time.
Absolutely. Puck gets flipped out to Cone. Actually, it's blocked now. Webster walks in, and his shot just off the glove of Schreiner. And to Cone. Chips this one out to Donnie. And now over to Hayden, and it's just turned over. It's going to go down the ice. And it will be an icing call, 24.8 left in this one. So Brockport will advance to the Class B final, which will be Monday right back here at the Gene Policini Center. It's a 5 o'clock start time. And again, we want to thank everybody here at Gene Policini Center for their support in this broadcast throughout the entire season, as we've certainly had a joy broadcasting games here in a redirection by Donnie. And
From the point, quick.
Wow, as Brockport's still not done. As we just got word that that was Andrew Harley's 100th career point on that assist on the Austin King goal. And that'll do it. The time runs out, and Brockport advances yet again to the Class B final, where it will face the winner of the game right after this, Canandaigua and Webster Thomas. A heartbreaking loss for Notre Dame of Batavia, as it will not be able to defend its title from last year. But hats off to Brockport for this one. And we'll be back with more, including the player of the game after this. This is your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. I'm joined with our player of the game, Brockport forward Andrew Harley. Andrew, great win for you guys, 5-0 over Notre Dame of Batavia. Quick goal by Mason Fidel. Did that kind of set the tempo for you guys?
Yeah, it got us going early, and we just kept going from there. We like to score quick. We've done it probably like 5 of the 20 games this year. We've got them in the first minute. So it sets the tone early, and we just keep rolling from there.
Now, I want to talk about your game for a little bit, because you looked so calm and collective out there. The goal you had, it was off your tape as soon as you got it. How long has that been part of your game? You just seem so calm out there.
I don't know. It's just another game. Every game is the same. You got to go out and win them. So it's no different, no nerves. Just try and keep them out and just play the game like any other one.
How soon do you put this win behind you and then focus on Monday?
Right now. We're ready for the next one.
Right now, well, what do you know about perhaps one of your next opponents in Canandaigua or Webster Thomas?
Either one's going to be good. Top 3 teams in the division, so either one's going to give us a good battle.
All right, well, we'd like to hand you this fancy plaque. Congratulations on the player of the game, and best of luck Monday.
Thank you.
My 18 Sports would like to introduce today's Zweigels fan of the game, Isaac Bartlett and Christopher Ray. Isaac and Christopher receive a Zweigels t-shirt and a $25 gift certificate from Locker Room Sports.
That pretty much wraps it up from Gene Policini Center and your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports. Brockport, with a 5-0 victory over Notre Dame of Batavia in the Class B semifinals, advances to the finals Monday to take on the winner of Canandaigua and Webster Thomas. Andrew Harley was our player of the game, VJ, and for good reason, because his line with Peyton Young and Mason Fidel really set the tempo for the Blue Devils right from the get-go, too.
They do so many. I mean, you score with 28 seconds. You put the other team on, on the heels. But what I really like about the Brockport team, and especially that line, is that they do the little things continually, because nobody knows how to win. But they win the moment, they win the play, and they keep doing that, and that momentum, and it keeps growing and growing, and they just put so much pressure on them. It really, I want to give congratulations to the Notre Dame goalie, because the game could have been a lot worse.
Absolutely, and it should be a tough test for whichever team has to face Brockport. Right now, this one, Brockport again with a 5-0 victory over Notre Dame of Batavia to advance to the Class B finals. For VJ Stanley, I'm Matt Winthrop. Thanks to the crew here. We'll catch you next time on your Ralph Honda High School Hockey Game of the Week on My 18 Sports.